Hi there crafters, welcome along to my channel. It's Louise with you today. I am sharing today a scrapbook layout featuring the 49 and Market rub-ons. I have quite a collection of these in my stash, and I think a lot of that is because every time they are released I buy them because they are just gorgeous. I can't help myself, and my stash was probably getting a little bit bigger than what I was ever going to be able to use. And I thought maybe somebody out there also might have this problem. And so I decided that I'm going to create a layout that purely just focuses on the rub-ons that are available. So you can see that I've kind of chosen a couple of different packages, and I've done this on purpose because I wanted to go with a kind of a rainbow. I had lots of these florals, I had lots of butterflies, I had lots of the little background splatters. So I'm going to start with a bit of a floral background, and you can see that I've used a very technical tool to create my circle embellishment. So I'm just tracing around a dinner plate, and I'm going to just work my way around that circle, adding different layers of the rub-ons until I'm happy with the outcome. Now I'm not going to show you all of this on camera because I'm sure once you've seen the beginning of this, you can work your way to creating your own circle. But definitely for me, I just cut out my little rub-ons, and then these are so easy. You just pop them in the background and they go on like butter, nice and smooth, and you can move them around until you're happy with the outcome. So you can see I've got this lovely patterned wreath paper, patterned wreath now made purely from rub-ons. So not only have I busted some stash, but I've created this lovely background. Now that I've got my background, I'm a bit torn about how I'm actually going to enhance and embellish this particular layout. So firstly, I chose a photo, and I picked this because it's one of my favorites. I do love the smile on my son's face and how he's sitting with our dog in the car. So I decide to mount it on rainbow. As I said, I'm going for a little bit of a rainbow theme here. So I mounted my photo on rainbow and then got out my distressing tool so that I could actually add some texture to those edges. Pulling another paper from 49 and Market, I then decide that I'm going to trim my main cardstock down so I can have some little peaks around the outside, but that I also want to have that sort of circular element through the middle as well. So letting that background paper really have a feature in there. Of course, my cutting is not particularly neat, and it's definitely not symmetrical on the page. So I'm going to go with my distressing tool again and just add a little bit of distress to the middle circle. And then I also decide I want to add some distress to the outer edges as well. So because this is really coming together as quite a textured layout, I felt that the distressing tool really helped to build that texture. All right, now I had a little bit of a play in my mind with some more of the rub-ons, just creating an area of interest behind my photo just to help lift it off the background a tiny bit. I didn't want it to get lost in all of those florals and rub-ons that I've created. So I thought about rub-ons. I went away for a little while. I had another little think about this layout, and I decided that it needed a pop of black and it needed a little bit of framing around the photo. So I end up choosing a title, and again sticking to the rub-ons theme. Apologies if you can hear my dogs barking in the background. So I decided to stick with the rub-ons theme. I'm going to pop a rub-on on some of that leftover white cardstock in the title, which is hello. I'm going to fussy cut that out and mount it up onto some foam squares to give it a bit of dimension on the page. But I was still feeling like the photo was being a little bit overwhelmed. So I needed to anchor this somehow. And I decide by pulling out this piece of paper, I didn't have a lot of orange in my background apart from the title. So I wanted to come back to that rainbow theme. So I've pulled this paper and I'm going to cut some little tags. So I'm just going to freestyle these. They don't have to be perfect. They're purely just, again, bringing your eye back to that photo and helping it to sort of settle in with that background. So once I'm happy with this is where the black comes in just to tie everything together at the end. So once I'm sort of ready, and I just use some simple black acrylic paint on my spatula and just draw some really freehand sort of paint marks in that background just until I'm happy with the way that really draws your eye back to the photo. So this was so much fun for me. I really enjoyed creating this rub-on background. I hope you're inspired to have a go at it yourself and bust some of that rub-on stash. I'm sure many of you have got those available to you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you haven't already, I would love it if you would like to subscribe. So thanks for watching.